Hey everyone, Anti-Beta1M here. So there's a quote from a book which my Year 11 English teacher told us, and I'll try and recall it here. It's something like, the unopened bud is always more beautiful than the opened bud. And I'm not very good at recalling what exactly the quote was, but basically, when humans are learning, when they're aspiring, when they are working towards some kind of aspiration, they are much more happy within themselves than when they are fully developed, mature, and they know everything. And I think this is true of my life, manifested in the last few months, for example. Obviously, there are a lot of things that I haven't achieved in life so far, but my metric of what happiness is has changed quite a lot, and I feel kind of stale in poetic terms, in writing terms, maybe. And I'm trying to find ways to improve my life and to better myself and self-develop, always ongoing. But it's becoming more hard going because my standards have, I don't know, I feel like scrolling social media is so boring and most of the time, and there are so many things that I do now which are not quite as fantastical as they used to be. Now, this is not the first time I've made this complaint on this channel. I think there have been a few times when I told people that I was really bored and that I had no ideas, etc., etc. And I think it's somewhat cyclical, sort of coming back to me, the idea that I might be getting bored again and again after months of productivity and really developing myself really well. But I guess the main theme of this video is the idea that social media in particular does wear you down. It does cause you to get bored and depressed and feel like your life is going nowhere. And even if you're not a very high achiever like myself, I'm not the highest achiever. Even when that's the case, you still feel like you can't go much further than you've already gone. And it's this huge, monstrous inside of us that makes us feel that way. I mean, I could point the finger at late stage capitalism. I could point the finger at the planetary meltdown which is occurring on this earth, and making everybody hot and bothered. You know, even during winter in Australia, it's I have to sleep with no clothes on because it's so hot most nights. So there's this sense that we are hot and bothered by the situation around the world. And I will express my honest opinion about the attempted assassination of Donald Trump, which happened, I think it was yesterday, or the day before. It was like this element of excitement in my life to see someone being shot through the ear, or almost on the ear there. And I'm not being sadistic, or maybe I am being sadistic, but my honest reaction is that Trump doesn't matter very much as a person. And if he were to be assassinated, it wouldn't mean very much. And it's kind of like cool to see the attempt happening. So that's my controversial take on the attempted assassination of Donald Trump. And I have tried to compose music. I tried to compose for violin today, and got a kind of metric of how far I have to go with that, because it's just so blooming hard to do it properly. And I did perform some pieces. I'm really proud of the fact that I performed and recorded Jesu Joy of Man's Desiring, which is a Bach song from a cantata 471. So I will put it up on YouTube soon. Maybe not immediately, because I always space out my piano performances on YouTube, so that there's 2 oratorical videos and then 1 piano video or music video, and then two more oratorical videos, and then one piano video, etc., etc. So it's like spaced out properly. I mean, I have so much to be grateful for in my life. It's just that my life is meandering along and bumbling along in a funny way, and also my poetry is not prolific as I really want it to be. I'm kind of being really spoilt brattish about that, because I got 7 acceptances of my poems recently, which is a huge amount, obviously. 5 by Barry Spirit Quadrant, and I should be super proud of myself. But my inclination is to think I really want to produce more poetry. I want to do more and more and more and more and more. And there's this greediness element to it, which I hate about myself, perhaps. But it's part of human nature to want more and more of the same that made us feel so good at one stage, like a drug or something. So that's how my life is, bro. And I hope that I've given you some ideas about myself. And yeah, you'll hear my performances of piano performances on this channel if you stay tuned. My recent performance of Oscar Peterson's Jazz Exercise number 3 has garnered 450 views so far. So I'm really proud about that. All right, folks, take care and bye for now.